What's up, buddy? How you been? I hope you're doing good. This is a cliche. It's always a cliche from my videos, but I have to say it. You're probably doing better than somebody today. You're probably doing better than the guys who made Concord. And you're probably doing better than Sony, who spent reportedly between $50 to $200 million on a game which has maybe made them back less than 100,000. Maybe 50. No one's playing this game. I don't know if you guys have been watching the news. This story fascinates me. It's fascinating on a number of different levels. Cause I guess what fascinates me about this, we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna see articles that are like, why would you want to revel in this the failure of a project? We get asked that a lot. They go, why are you so gleeful to talk about Star Wars shows getting canceled or the movies getting bad reviews? Here's the deal, guys. Okay, I'll try not to get too deep with it, but all of us right now, I assume, are participating in some way in this capitalist society. We're all trying to get our piece of the pie. We're all trying to get our bite of the apple. And as part of getting our bite at the apple, we have to engage in commerce. We have to, work for a company or make things, sell things, whatever else. And on some level, we all understand this idea that if you want to make money, you have to do something useful. Again, either you're a good worker, or you're on the factory line, or you have a great idea, you have a great product, whatever else. So it will never not be fascinating to all of us who are participating in this system to look at people who are in such a position of power over the rest of us, at least economic power. To look at a company like Sony, a multinational corporation with branches in every corner of the globe, with millions, maybe billions of dollars. And the idea that a company that big, with so much expertise and decades of market knowledge, would just would make this. Do you see what's over there? Do you see that? Who is this? Oh God, they have the pronouns for. I didn't even know that they have the pronouns for each character, because I wasn't sure if that's a fat lady or a fat guy. It's a fat guy named Da with the pronouns. And you would think that these companies that are participating in the same system as all of us, that they would know at this point how to make money, and they don't. And it will never not be fascinating. It's never not fascinating to have these companies who just go against the grain, who even when their customers are begging them, telling them, why are you doing this? Just stop. We want to give you money. I don't know if you guys remember when I started this channel, I was a big PlayStation fan. I used to wear a PlayStation hat in all my videos. I think it was even in my avatar for a while. I had to stop because Sony has just lost their minds. And this game, Concord, which we're going to talk about, is a great example of that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that button down there. And, okay, here's the story. The story is IGN wants notifications. No, thank you. Sony live service shooter Concord debuts to a tragic 697 concurrent players on Steam. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of, like, video game numbers. Okay, but, like, okay, here, it'll give us some numbers right here. Now, real quick, Concord is a game. It's available on both the PlayStation and the PC. Another stupid thing Sony does now is put their games on PC, meaning why do you even own a PlayStation? Okay, debuted to 697 peak. That's the most number of people that were playing it, were 700. Data from the tracking website Steam Database shows that Concord, which was $60 for the deluxe, but I think most people bought the the 5 people who bought it bought the $40 version, had a peak player count of about 700. For comparison, Helldivers 2, which is a rare example of Sony almost getting it right. They made a couple mistakes, but they seem to have recovered. Helldivers 2 hit a peak player count of 155,000 during its opening weekend. The game, The Finals, hit 242,000. What is that, a basketball game? And even Killed the Justice. Oh, come on, IGN. You can't be having these typos. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, which was dubbed a disappointment by Warner Brothers and caused a $200 million hit to revenue. Even that hit 12,000 concurrent players. I'm still going to play that Killed the Justice League game. once they make it a single-player experience with all the DLC. This I will never play. I have no reason to play it. Concord, 700 people playing. So why are nobody playing? Well, I've already showed you one reason. One reason is a fat space Mexican. Is this Mexican? What are they, Native American? It's got to be some sort of diversity, right? Probably Native American. With the he, him pronouns, which is just wild to me. Come on. That's one character in the game. Let's take a look at another. Here's Amari. And as I always say, I even like fat black chicks. I got no problem with a big booty black lady. Big booty bitches with the she, her pronouns. But let's be real, guys. My desire to fuck a big fat black chick does not result in most of America wanting to play a shooty game where you're this Lizzo-looking creature in power armor. It just does. It just. Okay, let's look at another person. This is one where you can almost go, and I've seen the concept art. In the concept art, I go, okay, space robot, get rid of the stupid pronouns, but I was like, space robot with a weird suit and a tie? You almost got a character there. And I thought the sketches for this character actually looked okay. The model, though, all the models for this game are way too realistic. They're not cartoony, they're not fun. A lot of people are comparing this to Guardians of the Galaxy, and I get it. It definitely has a Guardians of the Galaxy aesthetic in terms of the character design and whatever else, but this was the kind of game where you needed to go a lot more cartoony, you needed to go a lot more anime. For those of you who don't know about this game, it's one of these I think it's a class-based shooter. Some people are healers, some people are tacticians, whatever else. It's like Team Fortress, it's like Overwatch, it's like Valorant. But those games, let's be clear, have characters you actually want to play as. Overwatch character, and the characters don't tell me their pronouns for no reason. Look at how much, look, Blizzard has fucked Overwatch in a number of ways. They've screwed this up, but the characters are beloved. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Overwatch character models have all been ripped, and people use them to make endless porn animations now, because that's how good the characters look. Their porno of Overwatch is probably more popular than the actual game itself. And I remember when Overwatch came out, I was excited because I said, wow, these are some cool characters. Anybody can find a character they want to play as. All the characters are attractive individuals or cool robots or whatever else. I remember when the game was coming out, I went, this was my character. I said, I want to be this little chubby ice bitch. Not because she just kind of looks like a lady version of me. Kind of looks the same. But, man, she's hot. I like it. This is the kind of girl I would make sweet love to and not call in the morning. Okay, I'm talking a lot about sex in these videos. I don't know why. So, people went. When the trailer came out, and do I have the trailer pulled up here? The trailer came out. This was 2 months ago. They've been working on this game for 8 years. Can you fathom how much money that is? 8 years of paying people salaries? And they started working on this game back, basically when Destiny was still popular. This game is very much like Destiny. I think a lot of the original Destiny team worked on it. But at no point did anyone in the studio go, hey, and apparently the game's not, like, terrible. It's not great, but it's like a fun shooter, and they could have built on it. Once they got a player base going, you can always make the game a little better. But at no point in those 8 years did anyone go, hey, nobody wants to play as any of these characters. These characters are ugly, boring-looking things. Okay? This, I think, is going to show you, okay, so, like, this robot, kind of cool. There's a guy in a jacket, a big blue guy who's just Drax. But again, it's a bunch of, pronoun warriors going on a diversity adventure. I don't throw that kind of shit around lightly, but when on the character select screen, it's got to tell me the character's pronoun. Okay? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. What's her pronouns? Undecided. Wow. I want to play as the character who doesn't know if it's a lady or a guy. That's so exciting to me. It's just silly. It's just like, and these people are detached from the world they live in, because all these guys are making this game in San Francisco. It's like, well, half my friends don't know their gender, so that's realistic. It's like the rest of the country knows their gender. The rest of the country's not walking around going, I haven't decided on my gender yet. I'm going to go have a space battle. It's really tragic because, you know, this game gets some stuff right, because I look at some of the, even the backgrounds here, I look at these environments and I go, this is colorful. You got like a nice red thing, and a lot of games these days are like gray and brown. This actually has some nice color to it. I really do like the colors of this game. The environments look fun. They look interesting. The abilities look interesting. But at the end of the day, when I play a video game, I have to be excited about the character. Again, you got to give me not that, not that, not that. Yeah, this. You got to give me this. You got to give me somebody I'm excited about playing as. All the Overwatch characters, I go, yeah, hey, I want to play as her a little bit. I'll try her out. I want to try her out in a number of ways. I want to try her out down here. And I don't really want to play as the... Even though I thought the sketch looked good, I think this looks terrible. A perfect example of, like, what they needed to do. Okay, you remember Ugly Sonic? Ugly Sonic from the trailer? And the fans went, guys. This is one of those rare instances where the fans went, guys, we love Sonic. Okay, there's a huge fan base for this character. It's a beloved character, which we all like. We want to give you money. They didn't tell him, screw you, we want you to die, we hate you. They said, guys, we want to give you money. We want you to have a successful movie. And we're going to tell you how to do that. The way to have a successful movie is to make Sonic look like Sonic. And the customer told them that. The customer said, we're going to be straight up with you. Just make it look like Sonic and I will buy a ticket. I will give you money. And you know what they did? They made the character look like Sonic, and the movie was a huge success. I think that movie made more money for Sega than like their last 2 years of making games combined. The Sonic movie franchise, which is moving into the third one with Shadow, and Keanu Reeves is going to be Shadow, Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey's back. They're making huge money. Why? Because they just listened a little bit. They listened a little bit. Now, real quick, can I go back to that YouTube video? Sorry, I got a bunch of tabs open. So everybody saw this game and they said, well, I don't know, it looks fun, but these characters suck. They suck. I don't want to play it. And it's not just, you know, again, the guys who made this game are going to go, well, you're just mad because of the pronouns, because there's black people and whatever. No. It's like, I can almost see what you were doing here, but this is too realistic. It doesn't, I would rather have fun cartoon people like Overwatch. Okay? And if we read the comments, Concord looks like one of those fake games played in the background of a movie. The most shocking thing about this trailer is Sony left the comments open. As Sol Invictus says, this is great. It's like ordering Guardians of the Galaxy from Temu. Clippy from Microsoft Word had more personality than every character in this trailer put together. Honestly, if they had just taken these characters, where's the suit? Not the, well, maybe you know what? You could even make a character like this work, I'm going to argue. I think you could definitely make, you know, this work. But you can't, this realistic, boring style, this is the same thing I was complaining about with Andor, where nobody's smiling, everyone's just kind of grimacing at the camera. Oh, I'm so serious. I'm a serious red. This could have been a cool character, but you just made it look like trash. Now, we're being lectured about why we're not supposed to make fun of this for some reason. As PC Gamer puts it, the eagerness to grave dance on unpopular games has become a bad habit. They're mad, I guess because, you know, like Suicide Squad does really bad and everybody makes fun of it. That's bad. You shouldn't do that. Those developers worked really hard on that. What do you call it? Did I say Andor got canceled? The Acolyte. The Acolyte. Everybody worked really hard on that. You shouldn't make fun of it. You shouldn't be happy it got canceled. Okay. Sony Hero Shooter launched, okay. People are currently dunking on the game, saying it rules to see a big game fail. The devs at Firewalk Studios, many of whom are ex-Bungie. Oh, hold on. It's not actually that easy to know why one game succeeds and another doesn't. Really? Is that you really don't know why one game okay, I'll tell you how a game succeeds. 1, making hot, attractive lady characters that are so hot that people want to rip them out of the game and put them in little animations of everything running around and jiggling. That, we know, is a way to get people excited. Okay? And I can tell you one way to make a game fail is to make ugly, fat Mexican women and put their pronouns in the corner like anybody cares. Oh, or have people who don't know their gender. I don't know what my gender is. I'll figure it out. Is that one of the quests in the game? Do I get to find out the gender of the space mushroom? Okay. It's not that easy to know why one game... Everyone knows why the game failed! Because these hero shooters are based on the idea that you as the player... Typically, it's like fighting games. It's like Street Fighter. You pick a character that's your character. Okay? In Street Fighter, I play as Ken. 1, because I like his moveset, and 2, because I think he's a cool-looking character. He's a little different from Ryu. Okay? But then there's other characters that I suck as playing, like Sakura, but I'll still try, or Karen, or whatever else, because I like their character design. I gravitate towards the characters I like. There's no characters here that anyone likes. The devs of Firewalk, many of whom are ex-Bungie, have made a game in the genre they experienced it in and released it without free-to-play monetization. I guess that's good, but who cares? Let's see. I guess the real reason for all this grave dancing is it feels like a victory over FOMO. If the new $40 game sucks and no one's playing it, what are you talking about? So he's saying the reason we dunk on these games is because we're happy that they're bad, because if they were good... Whoa, that makes no sense. It's a victory over FOMO. So FOMO is fear of missing out. It's the idea that you want to buy a product or buy a stock or whatever else. I think it originally applied to stocks. You know, oh my God, I got to buy this stock because if I don't buy this stock, you know, it's like Bitcoin. It starts going up and you go, oh, I'm going to feel so stupid if I didn't buy it at 20,000, it goes to 30,000. Even if it's a bad investment. You go, yeah, but I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel so bad if the asset goes up in value, so I might as well buy it because the amount of loss I'll feel from it, Bitcoin going down is not as much from if I missed it going up. Okay, but this is a video game. If you don't buy the video game at launch, you can just buy it the next week. This makes literally no sense, PC Gamer. It's not an asset that fluctuates in price. It's not an asset that can sell out. It just will always be available. Okay, beating up on unpopular games is also a way to passively farm a satisfying sense of vindication. If I never paid attention to a game that fails at launch, it affirms the correctness of my judgment and the immaculacy of my taste without any effort on my part. Wow, this is bizarre. So the idea is you're happy it failed because you saw it before it came out and you thought it looked bad. And the fact that it is bad means that you're a tastemaker and you know what's going on. I think it just is a crappy looking game. And the reason we're all making fun of it is because we all told the people, look, where's that trailer? Again, I have too many tabs open. In the trailer, they're telling them this looks terrible. Overwatch 0.5. It's backwards. How generic do you want your game? They're comparing it to Battleborn, which was honestly even uglier than this. I'd rather play this than Battleborn. Okay? Do we have any ideas to make our game stand out? No. Okay, let's make it. When you ask ChatGPT to make a shooter game. Okay. This was a mistake. Here's the character, all the character select animations and voices. Just like, how do you get excited for a guy in a vest? Here's what I think about characters. A great character, at least for, you know, video games and this kind of pop culture thing. A great character is one you would buy an action figure of. You would buy a Luke Skywalker action figure. You would buy a Boba Fett action figure. Those are cool characters that you wouldn't mind putting them on a shelf and posing them, putting the lightsaber in their hands. Who's going to buy a generic guy in vest? This is a bad character. Let's hear his voice.
On my mark.
That's it. On my mark. Who else we got? Okay, we got a lady with a coin. Asian lady. Does she know her pronouns? Okay, she knows her gender. She knows she's she, her.
Why not?
I mean, it's not badly animated, but what am I gonna do? It's a lady in a coat. She's not ugly, but again, I don't. There's nothing really standing out here. It gets worse.
Fine. Too bad.
Generic blue guy with fur and it looks like every character. People, when they're saying this looks like a Temu game, like a ChatGPT game, it's like, yeah, this looks like something that was just spit out at random.
I got you.
Who am I supposed? What am I supposed? The only guy who like is kind. Oh wait, hold on. This is the mushroom lady who doesn't know what gender she is. Let's find out. Let's find out about her undecided gender.
Fight is one.
I thought it was a lady. That's a man voice.
Fight is one.
fight as one. I guess it could be any gender. Okay, Haunt knows her gender. She, her. You know, a character in a cool helmet, but it's not even a cool helmet. This is so bizarre. This looks like a Wes Anderson movie. Like which is fine for a Wes Anderson movie, but it's not good for a space shooter.
Indeed.
This is like if Wes Anderson made Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess.
Watch your back.
Even the robot is like kind of cool. You know, maybe I'd want to, this is the only thing that I would maybe want an action figure of. And at least the robot knows it's, does anyone else not know their pronouns? Let's see, the robot knows its pronouns. Okay, so the only person who doesn't know their pronouns is the mushroom man, or lady. Okay, what's the robot gonna say? Beep boop?
Oh, hi.
All right, I like the robot. Just make a whole game about the robot. We didn't even get to see Baz, which I saw there was like promos for the game that was just this character running around with the big purple afro and it looks like she's about to give a pop performance. It looks like that guy from Fifth Element. Oh God, what was that character from Fifth Element? Fifth Element Black Man. That's not helpful. Ruby Rod. It looks like Ruby Rod. I like Ruby Rod. But Ruby Rod was like nuts. This would have been good. This is the video. This is what you should have made. You should have made a Ruby Rod video game.
Here he is, the one and only winner of the Gemini Crockett contest.
So that's personality. That's fun. This is, what is she gonna say? Something stupid?
That's right.
Forget it. Forget it. What a way. That's right. That's right. Look at the comparison.
Boy is huge, like fire. So start melting, ladies, because the boy is hotter than hot. He's hot.
That's awesome. This is nothing. This is terrible. Let's hear it again. What did she say? I don't even remember. I can't even remember her line. It's been 2 seconds. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. I'm a she, her. I got the pronouns. Look, at the end of the day, here's what I said to PC Gamer. I said, they said, the eagerness to grave dance on unpopular games is a bad habit. I said, counterpoint. Again, businesses spending $100 million on dog shit that doesn't sell is both interesting and hilarious. That's it. We've entered this new era of like, you know what the fans want, so just give it to them. There's really, occasionally you can try and surprise the fans with something they've never seen. But when you put out the trailer and everyone goes, well, it looks like Guardians of the Galaxy. If Guardians of the Galaxy was boring and had a bunch of pronouns everywhere. You go, you're right, we're going to course correct. Here's pronoun video game, and here's fucking Sonic. Okay, which doesn't have a mushroom lady who doesn't know what her pronouns are. Undecided. Undecided. We're living in hell. None of this makes any sense. Guys, don't forget, go to whatnot.com/invite/Vito comedy. And I've been selling my magic cards. I've been selling my video games. I got all sorts of stuff I want to sell you. And you're going to get $15 for signing up. Here you can see some of the products I have. I got a bunch of magic cards. I got Pokemon cards. The Nintendo gamepad card. Those are pretty rare. I got a couple video games still in the store. Final Fantasy Chronicles, I got to add more stuff. Final Fantasy Tactics. So check that out again, whatnot.com/invite/Vito comedy. Get yourself $15. Come buy some magic cards. Come buy some video games. I got all sorts of stuff over there. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. This Concord game is it's fascinating. It's fascinating. Just make what people want. How hard is that?